what the computer system is? Do you know how to install it? Do you find it very complicated? If you do, this is your lucky day. Good morning, I am Emmanuel Sanchez, and today I'll be showing you how to install computer systems and networks. Let us now discuss how to install a personal computer or PC. There are 10 steps in installing a PC. Step 1. Prepare your workplace. There are a lot of components when it comes to installing a PC, so you should take an inventory before you begin. Do not start before you have everything you need. Assembling a PC takes up about a dining room table worth of space, so make sure you have a large working area and a few hours of free time. Step 2. Prepare the motherboard. When you take the board out of its packaging, put it on top of the anti-static pad it came in. The motherboard, also known as the main board or logic board, is the main circuit board of the computer. It contains all the circuits and components that will run the computer. Attached to the motherboard, you will find the CPU, memory, expansion slots, PCI slots, and USB ports. Step 3. Install the CPU. Unlock the CPU socket, which is usually a lever mechanism. Then, line up the pins and place the chip in its socket. You need to be thorough about this because it will only lock in place if it is oriented properly. Now lower the lever to lock the CPU in place. The Central Processing Unit, or CPU, also known as the Central Processor, Main Processor, or just Processor, is the electronic circuitry within a computer that executes instructions that make up a computer program. It is considered as the brain of the computer. Step 4. Install the CPU heatsink. You need to follow the manufacturer's direction to install the heatsink and the fan that will cool the processor. In computers, heatsinks are used to cool CPUs, GPUs, and some chipsets and RAM modules. Step 5. Install the memory or the RAM modules. To install these, insert them into the proper socket, then push down firmly but evenly until the clips pop into place. A memory module is another name for a RAM chip. It is often used as a general term used to describe SIMM, DIMM, and SODIMM memory. While there are several different types of memory available, they all serve the same purpose, which is to store temporary data while the computer is running. How are you doing? Is your PC looking good? It looks great. We're halfway there. You got this. Step 6. Place the motherboard into the case. If your case has a removable motherboard tray, remove the screws holding it in place and pull it out of the case, then place the motherboard. Step 7. Connect the power supply. There are color-coded power cables and uniquely shaped connectors that makes the step way easier. A power supply is an electric device that supplies electric power to an electrical load. The primary function of a power supply is to convert electric current from a source to the correct voltage, current, and frequency to power the load. Step 8. Install the graphics or video cards. Do this by installing the graphics board to the slot and then securing it with a screw. A video card is an expansion card which generates a feed of output images to a display device. Frequently, these are advertised as discrete or dedicated graphics cards. Step 9. Install the internal drives. This step is quite easy but requires attention to detail. Use screws to attach the drives onto the rails or cage, then slide them into the case. Step 10. Install the add-in cards. Remember that for each add-in card, you must choose a free PCI slot. Position the card above the slot, press firmly, then secure with a screw. Congratulations! You just assembled your very own personal computer. Now, let's talk about peripherals and how to install them into your PC. Monitor. The term monitor is often used synonymously with computer screen or display. The monitor displays the computer's user interface in open programs, allowing the user to interact with the computer, typically using a keyboard and mouse. In other words, a monitor is an output device that displays information in pictorial form. To connect it to your PC, attach the monitor cable to the video port. Keyboard. A computer keyboard is one of the primary input devices used with a computer. Similar to an electric typewriter, a keyboard is composed of buttons that creates letters, numbers, and symbols as well as other functions. To connect it to your PC, plug the keyboard cable into the PS2 keyboard port. Mouse. A computer mouse is a handheld input device that controls a cursor and can move and select text, icons, files, and folders on your computer. Plug the mouse cable to the PS2 mouse port to connect it to your PC. Printer. A printer is an external hardware output device that takes the electronic data stored on a computer or other device and makes a hard copy of it. To connect a printer to your PC, attach its cable into the parallel port. Speaker. A speaker is an output device that connects to a computer to generate sound. Most speakers have a 3.5mm mini jack that connects to the audio port. Now that you know about assembling a PC and installing peripheral devices, let us now discuss computer networks. A computer network is a set of computers connected together for the purpose of sharing resources. The most common resource shared today is the connection to the internet. Other shared resources can include a printer or a file server. The internet itself can be considered a computer network. Local area network or LAN. A local area network is a computer network that interconnects computers within a limited area such as a residence, school, or office building. Wide area network or WAN. A wide area network is a network that extends over a large geographic area for the primary purpose of computer networking. Metropolitan Area Network or MAN. A metropolitan area network is a network that spans no more than 50 miles. It is designed to connect LANs spanning a town or a city. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope I answered a few of your questions about computer. Thank you and goodbye.